Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing? Hello, Phoebe, I see you in chat. How are you? Hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody's excited for the weekend. You're doing good? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I just got back from hit a quick little grocery store run, so I'm a little bit frazzled today. I had to do all my pre-stream setup prep kind of stuff at the last minute because I didn't think to get it done ahead of time, but we're here now. We're moving and grooving. You making some orange chicken? Hell yeah, I love orange chicken. My favorite is the Mandarin Orange Chicken from Trader Joe's. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All-time favorite. I haven't had it recently though, because it's so much sugar. I've been trying to watch what I put into my body a little bit, so I've been trying to tone back the sugar chicken. But the Mandarin Orange Chicken from Trader Joe's is fucking delectable. Oh, you're making some from scratch. Nice, nice, nice. I bet that is delicious. Well, anyway, how's it going, y'all? SugarBearVT here, back for the third and final stream of the week. We are here for some more Pokémon Yellow. I had to do some evil off-stream grinding late last night to try to get my Pikachu up to snuff, because last time we were struggling a little bit with Misty. I'm like, damn, if I can't even beat Misty with a type advantage, Gary's gonna fucking dog walk my ass. So I've done a little bit of off-stream grinding. I got my 2 named Pokemon up to level 20 now, and I leveled up some of the lower placeholder Pokemon as well. Been trying to slowly work my way up to getting Magikarp into a Gyarados, but that probably won't happen in this stream. I think I only got him up to like level 14 or something. I don't think he evolves until like level 21, so that's a pretty big ask. But I figured we got to do something if we want to. Yeah. We beat Brock. We beat Brock 2 streams ago. The previous stream was us going through Mount Moon and making it to Cerulean City. The stream before that was the one where we beat Brock. That was the one where you had to go before the stream was over, Phoebe. The one where you had to go do something in the middle of the stream, that was the one where I beat Brock. But yeah, we are past Brock now. We're in Cerulean City, and we're about to go up against Misty after getting our asses kicked. Last stream, we managed to get completely and utterly fucking rocked by Misty, so it's time for the revenge match. Shisui, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good over here. Feeling so fresh and so clean. Managed to go buy a couple snacks for Saturday, so that's nice. You were just checking out. That's right, you were checking out of your hotel. That's what it was, Phoebe. But yeah, so we are well in past Brock now, so we're about to run things back with Misty. Yeah, energy's good today. I did a bunch of off-stream grinding, so I'm hopefully ready to give Misty the business. So let me go ahead and get the emulator and stuff pulled up so that we can do some gaming. Last stream of the week, I don't want to waste the whole thing chit-chatting the whole time. So let's go ahead and get that pulled up. How about you, Shisui? How's your day going? How's your week been? Okay, I'm looking good. Been playing Black Ops 2. Cool. I did hear that they like re-released Black Ops or something like that, so I assume that's what you've been playing. Well, I hope y'all are having fun. He would do an entire stream talking if there was enough people. Genuinely, yeah. I think I've mentioned it on stream before, but I used to legitimately do just chatting streams. When I was in my PNG tuber days, we used to sometimes have like 10, 12 or more people in chat at the same time. So like back in the day, I would like get caught up in a conversation and I would chat for like an hour or 2. Like the length of my streams now would just be like a part of the stream where I was just yapping the whole time. It was a completely different vibe back then. The fucking Wild West of the SugarBearVT career. Well, let me go ahead and hop in the game here, do my little intro bit. Oh, Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, SugarBearVT, and we are back for some more Pokemon Yellow. Now, quick recap for the previous stream, in case you weren't here to see it. We have since made it out of Mount Moon and walked our way over to Cerulean City. Now, at the end of the previous stream, we did make our first attempt against the gym leader, Misty, but unfortunately, we were just level gapped, and even having a Pikachu on our side was not enough to get us past the gym. So I've since done a bunch of off-stream grinding here. I've got our main two Mons, being Marcia and Venenosa, that is our Pikachu, and our Nidorina, both up to level 20, and I've also done some smaller leveling for our side Pokemon. So we should be at least capable of getting past Misty at this point. Hopefully strong enough to get our way past Gary as well, but that one's a bit more up in the air. Gary is one tough fucking customer at this point in the game. Especially with us only having two actual named party members, we might be in for a little bit of trouble, but hopefully we'll be able to push our way through, persevere, make our way past the long stretch of trainers that we'll have to battle in this stream. So, no more wasting time, let's go ahead and get into the damn thing. I can't imagine Misty's gonna pose much of a threat now that I've leveled up Pikachu. Because last time it was purely a level gap. We almost managed to beat her just off of Pikachu alone. Arkham Kratos, hey, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Do I think Charizard is considered an overrated Pokemon as a starter compared to somebody like Greninja from Gen 6? I wouldn't go so far as to say I think Charizard is overrated in comparison to another Pokemon, but I have actually discussed this on stream before, back during our Pokemon Blue playthrough. I do think that Charizard is overrated in general. I'm not going to go out of my way to say that I think Charizard is better than worse than any other Pokemon. I think that is up for the individual to decide. But I do believe that Charizard has this sort of artificial hype around him, especially in the most recent years. Because of things like the trading card scene and like the artificial value that has been placed on Charizard as a Pokemon. And I don't think that Charizard is any better than either of the two other Gen 1 starters. I do not think that Charizard is better than Venusaur, and I definitely don't think Charizard is better than Blastoise. For one thing, I'm a Blastoise fan. Blastoise is my #1 pick from the Gen 1 starter lineup, so I definitely don't think Charizard is swinging up there with Blastoise. I think Blastoise is fucking crazy. Crazy good at Pokemon. But, hold on, I just realized I forgot to mirror my thing, so I'm just, like, looking over to the left here. Let me mirror my thing. I think it's perfectly fine to love Charizard. I think people are allowed their own opinions and can place value in whichever Pokemon they please. I mean, shit, if you want to say that fucking Shuckle is the greatest Pokemon ever designed, completely mogging every legendary, blah 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 blah, that is your prerogative, you are allowed to be that fan. But I do not think that Charizard is as hot shit as people make him out to be. I will say that much. I think he's cool, I don't think he's that cool. Phoebe says, play Deltarune, please. Phoebe, you're a fucking demon, you know that? I swear, what is with the uptick in people asking me to play Undertale and Deltarune? And Phoebe, I know you're like the OG person asking me to do this, but now there's like 3 or 4 people in chat who keeps asking me to play these fucking games. It's crazy. Same question, but reverse: Raichu, Ivysaur, Chespin, and Lucario. I think Ivysaur is really cool. Ivysaur is probably my second favorite of the middle evolutions from Gen 1. I do think that Venusaur is a little bit of a downgrade from Ivysaur. I think Ivysaur is just kind of that guy. But Ivysaur's cool. I don't much care for Chespin. I think Chespin's fine. But I'm not super invested in Chestnut. I think Chestnut is just kind of whatever. Lucario, I think Lucario is a little bit overrated. I don't dislike Lucario by any means, but I think when Lucario was first added in Gen 4, I had a much higher opinion of Lucario, because everybody treated Lucario like a legendary back then. Like, I know that Lucario isn't a legendary Pokemon, but back in the day, I'm telling you, as somebody who was there, I was in the age bracket to be super obsessed with Pokemon when Gen 4 came out. Everybody, in my age range at least, treated Lucario like a legendary Pokemon. And I feel like, somehow, like, doubling down and tripling down on the fact that Lucario isn't a legendary. Oh my god! Hold on, they just completely ripped me out of my fucking vibe. Hold on. The fuck? I might be, yeah, I'm cooked. Son of a bitch. Starmie is crazy! Oh my god. That's disgusting. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I think when they, like, doubled and tripled down on the idea that, Lucario isn't a legendary, like, giving a bunch of people Lucarios, having that one trainer who had, like, 2 Lucarios at the same time, I'm like, okay, now it's just making it seem less cool. And the Lucario movie definitely contributed to the idea that, like, Lucario is, like, a special Pokemon. Like, giving him the ability to sense auras, and, like, and have, like, that bond with that one human trainer from the past. Like, that specifically really contributed to the idea that, like, Lucario's just built different. And I think, like, it took away a lot from that when they, like, in the current way that Lucario's represented. Raichu, though, I fucking love Raichu. I think that Raichu has gotten the short end of the stick, like, every single fucking time. I'm a massive Raichu fan, and I hate the fucking anime propaganda that Raichu is... I hate the anime propaganda that Raichu is, like, this bad guy. Raichu only existed to serve as part of Pikachu's character arc that Pikachu is better than Raichu, and it's okay to not want to evolve, and everybody adopted that same idea because of the fucking anime, and I think it's cringe. I love Raichu. God, I am so fucked here, y'all. I think if I had, like, immediately, like, locked in and hit the Thunder Shock instead of trying to... Jesus Christ. I don't even have anybody else here to do anything against this. This is so fucked. I shouldn't have been trying to level farm with Magikarp. I should have just killed it. Best or worst shiny edition? I'd have to have the shinies pulled up. I can't, like, visualize what the shinies are off the top of my head. I assume we're talking about, like, current shiny Charizard. That would be the black Charizard, not the purple one. I think that one's cool. Shiny Golduck, is that purple? Is that purple or is that green? Yeah, I can't, I'm not like able to picture the shinies off the top of my head. Let me lose this gym battle and I'll actually look them up to tell you. Cause why not? If I'm gonna have to hit the run back on Misty anyways, I might as well. The Deltarune Hive Mind is growing. Apparently, I posted that one short over on the YouTube page. Once again, that is youtube.com/@SugarBearVT. If you aren't already subscribed, be sure to go and do that so you don't miss any of my other videos. Y'all know the deal. I made that, I did that one post talking about Undertale fans being, like, aggressive and toxic. And immediately I had, like, a bunch of fucking Undertale fans in my comments being like, I'm so sorry for the way that the Undertale community has acted in the past. Please don't let it scare you away from playing the game, even if you need to play it in your private time instead of on stream. I'm like, alright, these guys seem pretty chill. At the very least, they recognize that they definitely earned their reputation in the past, and they feel bad about it, so It's chill, it's whatever. Do I consider Red Gyarados to be a shiny? I'd say yeah. I think Red Gyarados is a shiny, yeah. Did I hear about the Naruto live action being in pre-production? Kishimoto will have 100% control. Project co-producer Destin Danis. I did hear about that actually. I did actually hear about the Naruto series. Personally, I'm not nearly as confident about the Naruto live action as I am about the, like, One Piece live action, for example. Destin Daniels, I have faith. I think the new Spider-Man movie looks really good, and just based off of that, I'm fairly confident that he'll know how to, like, keep the action and keep it fun. That being said, there aren't a lot of examples to look to as far as, like, decent live-action anime adaptations go. Right now, the One Piece live-action is the pinnacle gold star standard for what a live-action anime adaptation can be, and even that's not perfect. A lot of people, a lot of One Piece fans have their problems with the One Piece live-action, and rightfully so. It's, like I said, it's not perfect. But I do not think that this Naruto movie, especially because it is going to be a movie and not a series, I think there are going to be some hard limitations for what they can possibly hope to achieve with the Naruto live action. I also feel some type of way about them doing a global casting call for the Naruto live action movie, because unlike One Piece, where One Piece has very clearly established itself as being a global series, like you have the 4 Seas, and Oda has attributed being from these different islands as being a similar thing to being from, like, a real world location, like being from Africa or being from France or Germany or wherever. Like, global casting makes sense for something like One Piece, but, like, other than, like, the village hidden in the clouds, is it Hidden in the Clouds, the one with the Raikage? Other than the village hidden in the clouds, almost every single village in Naruto seems like it's inspired by, like, feudal Japan. Like, these are shinobi. This is an inherently Japanese thing. So I don't want to see them cast a fucking white guy to play Naruto. I don't want him to cast. I don't want Hispanic Naruto. I don't want white Naruto. I don't want black Naruto. Naruto should be fucking Asian. Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata are very clearly meant to be Asian. So it feels so weird to be like, we are hitting the global casting call looking for these characters. I'm like, bro, that is already inspiring, like, really weird feelings. Last time we got a fucking anime character being played by white people, it never turned out well. Like, Scarlett Johansson playing Major Kusaragi from Ghost in the Shell. Fucking, what was that dude? What's the dude who played live-action Goku in Dragon Ball Evolution? That shit was trash. Every time you let a fucking white person play a fucking anime character, shit gets real fucking weird. The only time it has ever worked is with One Piece. It never works anywhere else. Hold on, let me scroll up some and see some of this other stuff. Do I think that Avengers Doomsday will be a big hit, or do I think it'll flop? I heard they're supposed to make a live-action Zelda movie as well. I'm actually a little bit excited for the live-action Zelda movie. I think, I am cautiously optimistic about the live-action Zelda movie. How well something like that lands will definitely depend on, like, the way the script is written, the way that certain things are shot, what kind of story they're trying to tell, because I know they're doing an original story, not a direct adaptation of another story. So that can either be a really good thing, or it can be a really bad thing. We won't really know. We don't even have the first trailer yet, so it's hard to give a concrete opinion on what I think the live-action Zelda series will be like. But for what it's worth, I think the actors that they've chosen to play Link and Zelda look great. Both of them are very photogenic, very young actors and actresses, so they could potentially carry a franchise across multiple movies. I think they're both like in their like early teen years, so they'd be capable of playing like the younger version of Link and the younger version of Princess Zelda across multiple movies before they reach like adult Link and adult Zelda era, which I think that's really good. That was definitely a smart decision. But beyond that, we don't really know enough about the movie for me to have any like concrete feelings about it. And as for Avengers Doomsday, I think it'll probably be the most successful project that Marvel has had in a long time. I can put it that way. It'll definitely be the most successful thing that Marvel has done in a long time. But I also just have this like gut feeling that the movie isn't gonna perform as well as they think it will, and that is going to be a huge problem for the future of the MCU. I think that they are setting themselves up with massive expectations, making it this everyone is here kind of vibe. Like all these characters from the earlier MCU phases returning for the movie, bringing in characters from the Fox X-Men universe and bringing back the Spider-Man and all these things. Like, I feel like they are banking a lot on this movie, and I think that the public faith in the MCU has still not recovered enough from how far it fell. Like, people are excited for Spider-Man. Fantastic Four was mostly enjoyed. People had their criticisms, but it was mostly like an enjoyable movie. Thunderbolts was a lot better than people expected it to be, but they're still trying to crawl their way out of the hole that they dug themselves with like Phase 4 or Phase 5. So I don't think that Doomsday is gonna hit on the box office the way that they want it to, and I'm afraid that they're gonna consider it a financial like failure, and that might influence the future MCU films. That's what I'm worried about. I think it'll be a fine movie. I don't think it'll be as good as like Infinity War or Endgame. Like I think that would be a pretty hard fucking sell, especially since we don't have any build up for Doctor Doom the way that we got for Thanos. We've only had one movie hinting at Doctor Doom, and that was the post-credit scene from End of Fantastic Four, and you didn't even get to see his mask. So I don't know. I think people will be excited because Doctor Doom is a fan-favorite villain. People will be excited to see these characters coming back, but the MCU does not have the same motion with the general audience that it did back in the day. At least not the way that it did during the Infinity Saga. What were my opinions on Deadpool and Wolverine? I enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine. I think it relied a little too heavily on like the cameos and fan service, but overall it was still a fun movie. I think the actual dynamic between Deadpool and Wolverine was really fun. It was really enjoyable to see on screen. I liked Gambit a lot. I know that people are conflicted about Gambit, but I feel really happy for Channing Tatum. I know he was trying to get that Gambit movie off the ground for years. So it's kind of like a Jason Momoa playing Lobo thing. By the way, I haven't seen Supergirl yet, so no spoilers, please. But it's kind of like a Jason Momoa playing Lobo thing where they won it for so long that even if it isn't exactly as you imagined, you just feel good that they're like excited about the role and that it's something that they're invested in. Hold on, I am burning through a lot of time here. Let me get another shot at Misty. Do I think that Andrew Garfield is an underrated Spider-Man actor, or is it Tobey Maguire? I mean, Tobey Maguire definitely is underrated. People rate Tobey Maguire very appropriately. People treat Tobey Maguire like he's the fucking god of Spider-Man. So I don't think there's anything underrated about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I do think that people have finally started to catch on to the idea that, hey, Andrew Garfield's actually a really good fucking Spider-Man. Those movies weren't all that good, but Andrew Garfield played an amazing fucking Spider-Man. No pun intended. So For Naruto live action, I have mixed feelings and I'm gonna keep my expectations low. That's probably for the best. I would not recommend building up your hopes too high, Shisui. Especially because I know that you're a massive Naruto fan. I think you were setting yourself up for a lot of heartbreak if you set your expectations too high. You gotta remember, as anime fans, we've only gotten a handful of decent anime, like, live-action adaptations. If I was to, like, really count them down with, like, what is, like, okay, you got, like, live-action One Piece, Alita Battle Angel, the Spielberg movie, maybe the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure live-action movie. I personally like that one a lot. I know a lot of people don't. I personally do. I think there's a lot of fun in that movie. But beyond that, there really aren't a lot to look at. Like, anime adaptations have a bad reputation for a reason. Live-action Bleach, accept or bypass. Okay, so I have a very complicated history with live-action Bleach, okay? It's terrible. Let me go ahead and put it like that. It is terrible, but, and this is one massive caveat that I will put in there, it is complete and utter dog shit, but one of my favorite musicians of all time plays Byakuya. So I have to give it at least a partial pass. You know what I mean? One of my favorite musicians of all time is a Japanese guitarist. His name is Miyavi Ishihara, and he plays Byakuya in the live-action Bleach movie from 2018. And I love that man with all of my heart. I have seen Miyavi in concert like 4 or 5 times. I genuinely adore that man. And by virtue of him being Byakuya, it softens how bad that movie actually was. But most people, I think, would probably not say that the live-action Bleach gets a pass. I would say that most people probably do not give that movie any softening at all. And even for me, my only, damn, I feel a little bit lighter on this than probably other people do is because of Miyavi. Like, that man's my goat. Oh, fuck, he's gonna one-shot me, isn't he? And he one-shot me. God fucking damn it! He's just so much faster than me! And I can't fucking evolve! Son of a bitch. That shit just actually fucked my mood. Shit just actually dragged me down. I might have to, actually, over-level the fuck out of my Pikachu, because this Starmie is absolutely ridiculous. And of course, since I can't go to a Raichu, that means that I can't boost my speed stat. I swear I do not remember Misty Starmie being this strong during our Pokemon Blue playthrough. Like, this shit is just ass, bro. But yeah, no. Fucking... live-action Bleach bad, but... slightly higher position in my heart because of Miyavi. Let me see here. Which do I consider to be the best of the bunch? Boruto Next Generation, Dragon Ball Super, or Bleach? Bleach! It's not even a question. That's not even a fucking question, Arkham. That is... You have no idea how much that isn't a question. 1,000 Year Blood War, specifically because of the anime. Mind you, the manga had its issues. but those issues have been systematically addressed one by one because of the anime. I cannot even express how much better 1000 Year Blood War is than Dragon Ball Super and Boruto. That's not even a fucking question, bro. 1000 Year Blood War mogs. Oh my god. I wish fucking Gibby Wolf was in the chat right now, bro. He is a huge Bleach fan. Yeah, fucking if Gibby was in chat right now, he'd be dying. Original Bleach series or Naruto Shippuden? If you're talking about, are you talking about anime? If you're talking anime, then Naruto Shippuden. If you're talking about manga, then I'd still give it to Bleach. I personally like Bleach more than Naruto. I think the main reason I'd give it to Naruto Shippuden over Bleach, if we're talking about the anime, is because, for one, the anime filler, both Bleach and Naruto are well known for their anime filler. I think that the Bleach filler is more obtrusive, for one, because they actually incorporate the filler stuff into canon content. Like, they will keep characters from filler arcs and bring them into canon arcs and fuck with the canon content. Like, that is completely unforgivable. I started off with the Bleach anime, and then I dropped the Bleach anime before the Hueco Mundo arc because they kept the fucking filler fairy goobers around. I'm like, get these guys out of here, bro. I am not gonna see these fucking fairy goobers interfere in the Grimjo fight. Like, we are not doing that right now. So I dropped the anime immediately after the first appearance of Grimjo. As for Naruto, it still has a ton of filler, but you can just skip it, and it doesn't mean anything. I'm sure it would have been a lot shittier watching it weekly back in the day, but I didn't watch it weekly, I binged it, so... Let me scroll back up and read Shisui's comment. Shisui, thank you for the bits as always on me. It's greatly appreciated. Reason why I want to keep my expectations low is I have to remind myself they made Dragon Ball Evolution. Yeah. We live in a world where Dragon Ball Evolution does in fact exist. So... Never forget about that. Somewhere, somehow, studio executives thought it was a good idea to make fucking Dragon Ball Evolution. This guy's probably gonna kill me, but maybe I can cheese it with my poison. Probably not, but... Dragon Ball GT doesn't get that much love. I think that's pretty cool. Started recently. Toradora I love. Toradora is one of my, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite series anymore, but like back in my younger anime days, I had a lot of love for Toradora. Toradora is definitely one of my most nostalgic romance series. So, I hope you're enjoying that a lot. Personally, I haven't watched all of Dragon Ball GT. I only saw bits and pieces of it on, I think, Toonami back in the day. So, I'm not really in the position to fully comment on Dragon Ball GT. I like aspects of Dragon Ball GT a lot. But I definitely think that the series could have been better. Come on, Gust! I might actually be able to cheese this, because it'll take it longer to kill Magikarp and Zubat. I might actually be able to cheese this. This might be the most undeserved gym battle win in my career. Assuming he doesn't fucking kill me immediately. Oh my god, I might actually cheese this. Oh my god, I so don't deserve this badge. I did not earn this badge, bro. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Fuck it, give me my badge. A win's a win. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Arkham. I actually enjoyed a lot of things about Daima. Then again, I'm an anime old head. I'm an old head with a lot of anime things. I haven't seen the entirety of original Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball Daima channels a lot of OG Dragon Ball energy. And like the adventurous, very floaty, not too serious tone is very much OG Dragon Ball inspired, and I'm glad that Toriyama got to make that series before he passed. Because it's very clear and obvious that that is the type of stuff that Toriyama wanted to make before he started Dragon Ball Z. Like, it's very clear that Toriyama has certain taste that he was never able to, like, cater to because it wasn't the taste of the general audience. Like, the people who watch Dragon Ball, who enjoy, like, the Frieza saga and the Cell saga, a lot of people who enjoyed those sagas didn't like the Buu saga because of like, the Great Saiyaman stuff in the early Buu saga. Or because of how goofy, like, the earlier parts with, like, Fat Buu are. Like, Toriyama was a very light-hearted writer, and he didn't get to cater to those things very often, so I enjoy Daima for what it is, and I'm glad that he got to make it. Super was definitely rushed, though. Super was heavily rushed. Alright, now let me hit a quick save real quick. We're about 31 minutes into this first video, so I can probably take at least one shot at Gary, but I'm not feeling great about my chances, to be honest. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling great about my chances against Gary. Can I imagine there's a live-action Full Metal or Attack on Titan? I'd rather not. I'd rather not imagine that. For fucking, if anything, for Shisui's sake, I don't want to imagine live-action Naruto being a live-action Full Metal Alchemist or a live-action Attack on Titan. Shisui is a beloved member of this Twitch channel, of this stream channel, not even Twitch channel, because I also stream on YouTube. Once again, SugarBearVT, youtube.com/@SugarBearVT on YouTube as well. We are multi-streaming right now, so follow me everywhere, everybody. But Shisui is a beloved member of the SugarBearVT community, and I would never in a million years wish a live-action FMA or live-action AOT on him for his live-action Naruto. That would just be fucked up. So no, I'm not gonna put that energy into the universe. Absolutely not. Is there anybody I want to teach cut right now? Probably not. None of these Pokemon are really cut material. Whatever. Let me go take this one shot at Gary. Might as well get my ass whooped gracefully. Yep, there he is, that little rat fuck. I didn't bother reading any of the fucking dialogue because I know I'm gonna be having another chance to read it. I have the same opinion for Dragon Ball Super and Boruto. I feel like both series are rushed and didn't have a faithful adaptation. Arguably, Boruto anime was more faithful than Dragon Ball Super. However, those were really just... Yeah, that's pretty fair. I've already given my opinion on Boruto multiple times on the channel, so I'm not gonna reiterate the shit I've already said. But you already know my thoughts on Boruto. If you don't know my thoughts, go back and watch my other videos. I'm pretty sure I have a short up about it. Oh, I really wish that one shot. Ah, and there goes my attack. Alright, hit him with a quick attack. I just realized, y'all don't know what y'all have done to me, bro. Chat feeling a little too chatty today. Chat is a little too chatty today. You have any idea how many shorts I'm gonna have to edit together because of how much y'all got me yapping? What have you done to me? Think about me. Think about the poor SugarBearVT who has to edit this shit. How could you do this to me? And all the conversations are broken into like 13 pieces. I'm gonna have to stitch these together. This is so fucked. Fuck, who did you say was coming out? I'll just send out Venenosa for safety. Okay, looks like I made a good choice. I just hope for Boruto Part 2 they can do better. Well, you said that they changed directors, so I think you have a pretty decent shot of getting a decent anime adaptation. What's good, Evan? Welcome to chat. Bro, stop missing. What are you doing to me? Oh no. What is this? I fucking hate Sand Attack. And he's gonna keep doing it. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is bad. This is really bad. He's fucked my accuracy for like the entire rest of the battle. I might be cooked. Okay, let me actually pay attention. He's about to send out Rattata. Marcia can probably handle Rattata. Get Marcia back out there. Can I one-shot if I hit him with a slam? I'll just go for the Thunder Shock. Oh, fuck. Quick attack. Ugh. Okay, that's not too bad. I was getting done dirtier by the wild Rattatas. And I'll hit him with a quick attack on my own. Like I said, I haven't read Boruto, so I can't comment on whether or not that's likely. But I do think asking for Boruto anything to be better than Naruto Shippuden is a pretty tall ask. To be real with you. Alright, let me see if I can't buy myself a little grace. Surely this Eevee can't do anything to me that the other Zarni didn't do. With a Thunder Shock. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I think Pokemon Blue Gary is bitching Pokemon Yellow Gary. Sean, my boy. I'm doing pretty good. Happy to have you in chat, brother. How are things going for you? You missed out. Chat has been active today. A little too active, because now I'm gonna have to edit together like 7 shorts. Chat has been chatting my ass off. And apparently we just dog-walked Gary. Gary didn't put up like any fight at all. Misty came down to the fucking wire. Like, I had to cheese Misty. I had to cheese Misty with Poison and Magikarp. That's how bad the Misty battle was going. But I just dog-walked Gary, so I don't know. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC. Since you're using his system, go thank him. Caught up on Blue does have the potential to surpass Naruto Shippuden if they adapt it correctly. Some recently have been saying Boruto is already better than Shippuden. I haven't heard any. Look, I don't want to say that I don't like trust your words, Shisui. I don't want to take your words for granted, but I will say the only people I've ever seen say that Boruto has anything on Naruto Shippuden are, like, actual Boruto fans. I've never seen a single, like, hardcore Naruto fan say that Boruto has the potential to be better than Naruto. Maybe you're right, maybe you're not. I don't have the experience or the information to say whether you're right or wrong. I will just say, the only people I've ever seen say that Boruto could be better than Shippuden have like a Boruto profile picture. I have never seen like a hardcore Naruto meat writer say that Boruto could surpass Naruto. That's all I can say about that. That's what my experience has told me. Anyway, we're about 40 minutes into this first video, so this is about as good a place as any to call it. We managed to beat Misty, albeit barely, and we completely dog-walked Gary, so pretty good progress for the first video. I'm gonna go ahead and call it on this timer, then I'll get another one going in just a sec. For me, never. That's pretty much how I feel, Sean. I feel like even if I start reading Boruto right now, and even if I am enjoying like the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex stuff, I don't think that Boruto will be able to like best like the Naruto nostalgia. Even if on like a narrative level it's performing better, I do not think I would enjoy it more than I enjoyed Naruto. That feels like a pretty big ask. By the way, Arkham, are you still in chat? If Arkham's still in chat, I wanna go back and look at those fucking shiny Pokemon he was asking me about. If he's headed out for the day, I can just go ahead and start him in the next video, though. Seems like Arkham headed out, so I'm gonna go ahead and start up with the next video. Or maybe I can just check it out anyway. Maybe I'll post it as a short, you can see it that way. So, let me see here. He wants me to rank from best to worst shiny Pokemon: Lucario, Raichu, Golduck, Luxray, Bayleaf, Charizard, and Infernape. Very interesting selection there, but I'm a fan of some of those Pokemon, so let me go and look up these shinies. So, Lucario. Let me scroll up some. I'll scroll up over here. Very easily distracted, so I actually have to scroll up a fair bit to find this. Okay. And then Raichu, Golduck, Luxray, Bayleaf, Charizard, and Infernape. I got all this pulled up. Let me hop back in and chat. Yeah, Sean, I grinded. I grinded up, I think, like 5 or 6 levels for everybody. Or for the named members. I got Marcia and Venenosa up to level 20, and then I worked a little bit on Magikarp and stuff. I wasn't gonna have any chance against Misty otherwise. You'd be surprised. So many people would say it without the profile picture, especially since a lot of people have been loving the series. I'm not gonna say it will surpass it. I think it has the potential to make a comeback. I mean, I'm not arguing you that. I don't even know what the current arc is. I just think you will be hard pressed to find a lot of people who will say that, just because of how powerful Naruto's the nostalgia surrounding Naruto is. Naruto has a lot of love. A lot of love people have for Naruto, so you're gonna be hard pressed. Even if Boruto 2 Blue Vortex is better, I think you'd be hard pressed to find a lot of people who admit that just because of how much they love Naruto. Okay. Sorry for the hold up, y'all. I'm just pulling up these shinies so I can rank them for Arkham. I don't want to leave him hanging there, because I did say I would do it. Almost done getting these pulled up. Sorry I don't have any visuals for you guys to, like, see what I'm looking at. If this had been a planned thing, I would have had some, like, graphics ready to pull up, but this is an impromptu ranking, so I'll just have to fucking put it all together and throw some images up on the screen when I'm editing it as like a short or something. Okay, just to reiterate, somebody in chat was asking me to rank a couple shinies, and we're looking at Lucario, Raichu, Golduck, Luxray, Bayleaf, Charizard, and Infernape, and he wants me to rank them from best to worst. Just off rip, I'm looking at Infernape first here. I think Infernape has like a pretty solid looking shiny. I think the lighter color on the gold paneling on his armor, or on the gold-plated armor, I think looks really good. The sort of magenta color on his fur is very appealing, and I like the purple highlights compared to the blue highlights, so just off rip, that's a pretty good start for ranking the shinies. Up next, Lucario. I don't know how I feel about this shiny Lucario. I think the yellow and blue looks aight, but I think it's too much yellow. I think it's too much. I think having yellow as like the primary color like this is just too much. And especially because it's such a pale, almost sickly looking yellow, I don't think I can rank this too highly. I will say that the shiny on the new Lucario Mega that came out for Legends ZA looks fantastic. That's like a light blue paired with some darker blues and purples. The shiny on that specifically looks gorgeous, but I do not think that the yellow standard Lucario shiny is really doing it for me. So we're gonna probably put that lower towards the bottom of the pack. Up next, I'm looking at Raichu. This is pretty basic, I'd say. Pretty basic looking shiny. We've got the switch over to a deeper, more warm orange tone, and then we've swapped it out for like a very muted yellow and a more auburn kind of brown. I think it looks good. It's a good looking shiny, but it's also very basic. It doesn't really do much to differentiate itself from base Raichu. It's one of those shinies where you might have like a harder time unless you're like looking at it side by side. But I'd still say that I like it better than Lucario, so we'll put it above Lucario for now. Up next, I'm looking at Golduck. I think Golduck looks pretty saucy. Golduck is another one where you'd probably be hard-pressed to tell the difference between it and the standard unless you were looking at them side by side. But giving its like feathers a bit of a higher sheen, like a more metallic sheen to it, and having the pink beak and the pink eyes and the webbing, I think looks pretty good. I don't think it's better than Raichu. I think I'd probably put it like one step below Raichu, but not bad. Not bad at all, I'd say. That's just a decent color pairing. Looking at Luxray. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Black and yellow are a good pair, but this, I feel like, falls into the same realm as the Lucario. I think it's just too much yellow. I think shiny Lucario is just too much yellow. And also, not having blue accents, swapping the blue, what would be the blue accents into orange accents does not do it for me. I think this, I might actually have to put this below Lucario. I mean, let me see here. Let me look at them side by side, see what I'm thinking. Shit. I think I gotta put shiny Luxray below shiny Lucario. That's rough. That's a little rough looking. So far we've got Infernape at the top, Lucario and Luxray hugging the bottom, and then Raichu and Golduck in the middle. We've got two more to look at here. Shiny Bayleaf is kind of bad. I don't fuck with shiny Bayleaf like at all. I think it looks fine in the OG sprite work. I think if you're looking at the OG sprite from Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, I think it actually looks really good. Because it's literally like the exact same skin tone as regular Bayleaf, just swapped with like a fall, like autumn colored leaf. But the deeper they get into the later gens, the more it differentiates itself. Like it goes for more of a peach colored skin, giving regular Bayleaf a very like sharp yellow color. And like and once we enter into the 3D era, the color of the leaves shift away from like a autumn tone and just go straight yellow, and I just think it looks ugly. If I was judging it purely based on its original incarnation, I would probably rank it a lot higher, but judging it based on the way it looks as of Pokemon Home, it was probably my least favorite. I would put this below Luxray. I don't like Luxray. Luxray Shiny, but Luxray Shiny had potential, but it was snuffed of its potential just because it doesn't, like, differ. It's just too much yellow. Bayleaf's just looks bad. I think that just looks awful, actually. So, right into the fucking garbage with that one. Sorry about the holdup, Sean, Shisui, New Cheddar. Let me finish ranking these shinies, and then I'll go back and read the Boruto comments and see where that conversation has what that conversation has developed into. Charizard. This is a pretty classic looking shiny. I think OG purple Charizard probably appeals more to me personally, but black and red Charizard is very solid. I think I would probably put that... I think personally I would put that below Raichu. I know I'm probably gonna upset some people with that one, but I think this is probably my ranking. All right, this one's for you, Arkham. Wherever you may be, now that you have fled the chat. Hopefully you'll see this when I upload it as a short. From best to worst, I am ranking these shinies. On the best side, we've got Infernape, into Raichu, into Charizard, into Golduck, into Lucario, into Luxray, and then at the very bottom we have Bayleaf. Those are my rankings for this specific set of shiny Pokemon. Hope you get to see this at some point, Arkham. I'll be sure to upload it so that you get a chance. Be sure to let me know your rankings in the comments. If you are watching this as a short, be sure to let me know what you think, what you would rank them yourself. I love that kind of community interaction, so be sure to let me know. Alright, now that I've farmed a short out of this, let me actually go back and read chat. I love farming shorts! Let's see what I've been missing here. Sean says, I've watched Boruto and I still genuinely do not think Boruto will reach the heights of Naruto. Naruto means too much to a lot of people, and I've seen the hardships, the jealousy over this overall growth has gone through. The Naruto cast, ain't no way they get overshadowed by the Boruto cast. They had to get nerfed by the creator to give Boruto a serious chance. However, Boruto ain't trash, it's just decent. I will give Sean 0.1 for that. I do believe that no matter how you're looking at it, I do not think that the Boruto cast has even a remote chance of besting the Naruto into Naruto Shippuden cast. I think the Naruto Shippuden cast is so remarkably beloved, even overlooking like the divisive characters like Sakura. If you're just looking at Sasuke and Gaara and Rock Lee and Shikamaru and the other Jinchuriki, like Killer Bee. Killer Bee is the fucking GOAT. And the Akatsuki, like Kisame and Deidara and Pain and all these characters, The Naruto cast into the Naruto Shippuden cast is one of the most iconic ensemble casts in anime history. You are hard-pressed to find a cast as beloved as those of the big three. One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto, the big three, have one of the most iconic casts in anime history, and I think that Boruto would be hard-pressed. Even if you enjoy the story of Boruto more, you will be hard-pressed to find people who mesh with the Boruto cast the way that they did with the Naruto cast. That's just rough. That is a rough comparison to be made. Then after that, we got the first time chatter. Is that Audrey or Adri? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm gonna go with Adri because it doesn't have a U. Honestly, I don't compare Naruto Boruto, both a different series. I feel Boruto on its own. Boruto stands on its own. If I'm gonna be really honest, I don't know how I view that. Or viewing it on its own, you don't know how you view that. I'm sorry, especially with Two Blue Vortex and the fact that the manga's been going for 10 years. I'm just gonna say that Boruto is its own series. I mean, that's a fair way to think. I think you should view whatever anime or manga you're consuming. I think you should view them on its own merits. But specifically when you're looking at a series that is a continuation of another series, it is kind of inescapable that you have to view it view it on its own, as well as in the grander context of the story that it's connected to. And unfortunately, the story that it's connected to, being Naruto, is very, very, very beloved. Not just amongst its fans, but even from just a nostalgia perspective of the people who have consumed it. I think you can only view it as its own thing so far as you don't realize, like, hey, Boruto's dad is still Naruto, you know? I don't know. I feel like that's both a fair position to have, but also one that you're gonna struggle to get a lot of people to adopt. I think a lot of people are gonna struggle to separate Boruto from Naruto. But once again, teach their own. Everybody handles things their own way. I think, at least from my perspective, you have no choice but to view a series both as its own. When you're looking at a sequel, you have no choice but to view it both as its own series that you are judging by its own merits, as well as how it, like, contributes to the grander story being told and how it compares to what came before it. That's probably the stamp that I would put on it. The SugarBearVT official opinion would be for that. But I have been steady yapping for a quick minute here, so I'm gonna go and get this timer going so that we can get started and actually keep playing fucking Pokemon. I've been yapping for like 20 minutes. Alrighty, y'all, we're gonna keep it going here. We managed to defeat Gary, so now it's time to hit the plethora of battles across the Nugget Bridge. From what I remember, none of these battles are particularly difficult. There's just a lot of them, so might as well get started on it now. I know it's inescapable, but honestly, it's how I feel personally. Once again, that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their own takes on things. I think that it is perfectly valid to have your own takes be completely disconnected from everybody else's. Just do keep in mind that when your take is like the odds one out, I guess would be the way to put it, you are going to have people who try to contend with you when making their own positions. I'm sure you are well aware of that. I'm sure you've had to deal with it before, but it is okay to have your own take on things. I think you are perfectly valid in your take, but I definitely think that your take is going to be, is not going to be the general consensus, would be the way that I would put it. But it is yours. It is your opinion, and it is yours to have, yours to keep. Nobody can take that away from you. I'm not trying to put you down or try to convince you to feel one way or the other. You can have your own opinions. Matter of fact, I encourage us all to have our own opinions. I think especially living in the era that we're living in now, it is far too encouraged for people to get their opinion from whatever YouTuber they're watching. They, rather than consuming a series and forming their own opinions, they just take whatever opinion their favorite video essay creator or favorite TikToker or whatever just hands them, and refuses to engage with the series critically and think for themselves. I think even if I personally don't agree with your opinion, I think it is better for you to have your own thoughts than to just blindly accept what people are telling you without doing your own research and taking your own steps to think for yourself. So don't let what I'm saying here like influence you one way or the other. Your opinions are your own. Audrey or Adri. You're aware you do TikTok live debates around the topic. That is an interesting choice for a content creator. I'm sure you've had some crazy debates in your time. So I'm sure you're well experienced by this point. It's interesting that you say that though, because I myself am a big JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan, and I don't know how much you know about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But the part that is currently being animated, JoJo Part 7, called Steel Ball Run, originally when that manga began serialization, it was not part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is a very fun little bit of trivia that not a lot of people know. When Steel Ball Run began its serialization back in the day, because it is the start of an alternate universe timeline that is not directly connected to the original JoJo's Bizarre Adventure timeline that spanned through parts 1 through 6, it was originally its own disconnected thing. But then, if I remember correctly, the series was not getting the level of love or adoration that the creator Hirohiko Araki was asking for. Like, nobody knew what this series was, so nobody picked it up. But then, partway through, he added the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure title to it, and started incorporating more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure themes. Like, he incorporated the themes of Hamon in a more indirect way, because it's not directly Hamon, it's called Spin now, but it's basically Hamon. And then he brought back stands and all those things. But when Steel Ball Run first started, it was not JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It was a completely disconnected series, and then partway through, it was changed. So it's not like there isn't a basis for treating a sequel to a series or a continuation of a series as its own thing. But ultimately, in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure's case, it did wrap back around to being JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because it wasn't performing the way that he wanted it to when it wasn't JoJo. Just a fun little bit of trivia for my fellow JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans, whoever might be watching. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we've got another Nidoran trainer over here. Too bad I'm gonna have to body this little goober. You're a little baby, you level 14 Nidoran can stand up to me 1,000 years too early to stand up to me. It is interesting, though, that it's only level 14 when I had to defeat a bunch of level 20 Pokemon to even get over here in the first place. Then again, I suppose I probably could have crossed the bridge before battling Misty. In which case, this would have been fuel for level grinding. So are we gonna target till we meet Erica? What about Erica? I'm not sure I'm understanding what you mean. I'm not totally sure I understand, understand what you're getting at. Yeah, I see what you said there, Adri. Don't get me started on the overuse of words, bro. Don't get me started on the overuse of words and words losing their meaning. I could rant on and on and on and on and on about the detriment of people changing the meaning of words and how words tend to lose all meaning when you just use them for whatever your personal fucking definition of it is. Not a fan. Matter of fact, we're seeing that right now with the word LARPer. It's not as much of a stretch as some of the other transitions from word to word, but LARPer was not supposed to be a negative. Was not supposed to have a negative connotation to it. Damn, killed my boy. Or killed my girl. I forgot. I'm naming all of these after girls. It's a pretty wilder wild jump to make, mind you, but it's like the same way that you see a billion people throwing around the word like pedophile on Twitter, right? Or on TikTok even. It's like when you equate Rule 34 of an anime character to something as heinous and vile as abusing a child, you soften people's idea of what that crime actually is, and people eventually stop taking it seriously. Like, once again, I don't like talking about this kind of stuff because it's such a dour topic, but like, the way that people turned Jeffrey Epstein into a joke. That man was a literal fucking demon in human skin. A fucking irredeemable monster who ruined the lives of countless innocents. And people fucking post edited pictures and memes about him in comment sections when you're talking about like an anime character. Or what's that fucking streamer that's like really funny and like says a bunch of offensive shit? Low Tier God. Like, people edited pictures of Jeffrey Epstein to recreate the Low Tier God meme with like the lightning bolts in the background and the glowing eyes. Like, they released some of the Epstein files, and some people's first inclination is to turn Jeffrey Epstein into a meme, and it completely softens like how evil he is, or how evil he was. There is a downside to using words and talking about shit in a way that it is not justified. And it's a pretty big leap to make because we're talking about mid here. Mid means middle of the road. It means mediocre. By all means, that would be like a 5 out of 10, a 6 out of 10, whatever. But people use something as simple as people using words like mid to mean bad. It is a transferable thing when you look at like the way people use things like to describe like a word like pedophile, or to describe a word like calling somebody racist, or calling somebody homophobic or transphobic. It's like when you just start applying labels to people that don't fit, eventually people stop taking those labels seriously because they have to ask themselves, well, do they actually mean a pedophile? Do they actually mean this person a racist? Or are they just talking about like some shit, like some meme that they posted, or like an anime character that they like that you don't like? Like, these are very real consequences to words losing their meaning. I think that shit is like mega fucking cringe. Hold up, y'all. Y'all got an ad coming, by the way. I just saw that. Everybody except Sean, heads up, there's an ad coming. Mr. fucking subscriber over here. I'm used to just stopping what I'm doing whenever there's a fucking ad going, but now there's a new sub in chat now, so I gotta keep playing the game. Damn, this is not a great matchup for me. Well, I guess since Sean is the only one who can hear me right now, how are things going for you, Sean? Everything going good with the wedding prep? How far out are y'all from the big day? It's going good. Well, I'm glad to hear that, brother. Let me hit a quick pit stop back to the Pokémon Center. November 21st, 2026. Hey, yo! My birthday's November 30th. Damn! Sean missing my birthday stream for his honeymoon. That's crazy. I'm just, to be clear, I'm just busting your balls. I'm just making a joke, but... Yeah, my birthday's on the 30th. I don't have any special plans necessarily for stream or whatever, so... Maybe I'll plan something, maybe I won't. You'll have to watch the VOD, Mr. Happily getting married. How could I? How could I? How could you? You the one out here choosing to get married right before my birthday. I have no control over you missing the birthday stream. For the people in chat who were trapped behind an ad, my birthday is November 30th, so maybe special birthday stream in the works, I don't know. Is Perth? What the fuck is Perth? I don't know what Perth is. Perth is in Australia. Look! Bro! Don't you bro me, I'm not- do I sound like an Aussie to you? Do I sound like an Aussie to you, bro? How am I supposed to know what the fuck Perth is? I use EST. I use EST, Sean. So you can Google what the time zone gap is there. Damn, I'm sweating like a fucking pig in here, bro. I am so sick of summer. I am genuinely so over this summer bullshit. I am fucking dying. It is like 90 fucking degrees. Yeah, I'm an American. I am America. Hamburger. Hot dog. Mini yeehaws. Damn, my slam missed. This was my first time trying to use slam too. That might have been a bad omen. Hold on. I just realized I've been yapping a lot this stream without drinking water. My throat is a little fucked. Ugh. They're 14 hours ahead. Oh, you meant end stream when I hit the 4th badge? Fuck that! Hell no! You'd be lucky if I make it to Viridian City or Vermilion City, not Viridian City. Whoa! I'm going back to Viridian City. What was that song? What was that song they did back in the day for the Pokemon anime? I'm on the road to Viridian City. I'm on the road. I'm on the road. I'm on the road. Fucking goofy ass song. You know what I'm talking about? Is this my unk showing? Is this an unk moment? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Hey, alright. I'm not the only one who remembers the Viridian City song. I don't even think that was in the anime. That was from the fucking from the special CD, like the special Pokemon music CD that they put out. That wasn't even in the anime, I don't think. It shouldn't be in the anime. You hating on the Viridian City track? Is that Viridian City track hate? I think we got one more trainer on the fucking on the bridge. Yeah, I don't think most of those songs from the CD were in the anime. God, there was that one banger. What was that one mega banger? Fucking. Oh, it was the Team Rocket. It was the Team Rocket track. It was the. Prepare for trouble, make it double. Prepare for trouble, make it double. And we'll be the richest rogues of all time. Creators of a grand design. That shit went so hard. Like me, I'm coming in. I'll be the Joker of crime. Fuck, that shit was banging back in the day. Ugh. You know what I'm talking about. That shit was banging back in the day, bro. I had the CD back in the day too. I don't still have it, which is unfortunate. Because I actually do collect like physical media. I collect vinyls, I collect CDs, all that stuff. It would be a goated thing to still have that have the CD for that. I have it on iTunes right now. I don't buy music on iTunes anymore, but I bought it back when I was a kid for my iPod. This is the boss, and I'm sick of waiting. I want Pikachu, and this time don't screw it up. That shit was crazy. Oh god, we used to be a proper society. Oh, that's right. This isn't the guy I have to fight. He just gave me the nugget. Oh, it's the Team Rocket guy. That's right. I do have to fight this guy. Yeah, fun stuff. That CD was goated. I haven't actually watched the new anime yet. I don't know anything about the Pokemon sequel anime. I don't know anything about the new protagonist, or I'm not really in a position to comment on it. I will say, I think it would be cool if, like, Ash, like, exists somewhere in the new Pokemon anime. Like, if somewhere down the line, the new girl, whatever her name is, like, bumps into Ash and they have a battle. But since he's a champion now, he, like, completely wipes the floor with her. I think that would be cool. I think the fans would really appreciate that. Oh, Adri, you live in Japan? That's goated! Hold on, let me read this full comment. I'm actually invested now. Boruto's actually a little bit different in Japan. You've been living there for almost 13 years. It's been buzzing and getting popular in Japan. I did not know that Boruto had motion in Japan. Okay. Yeah, I will say you were probably in the right then. The Boruto fan base in America is probably very different than the Boruto fan base in Japan. You'd obviously know better than I would. My only interaction with Japanese anime and manga fans is on like social media, so I don't get like the first-hand experience because I don't live there. Most of the experience I get from being on social media is that Japanese anime and manga fans are way chiller than us, and that we probably have a lot of mental issues. Just judging by, like, the general... I don't like to put blanket statements, but at the very least, a lot of newer anime fans in America definitely got some problems. I think they will too. They should bring him back. Yeah, I mean, it is different, but I definitely think having Ash be there, especially to humble the new protagonist, because Ash was catching flack for years for never winning a championship battle. But now that he's an actual Pokemon master, I feel like it'd be pretty cool to have him show up for a couple episodes, maybe humble the new protagonist, and then teach him a few things, and then be like, alright, time to continue my adventure. Given the idea that his journey never stopped just because we stopped seeing his journey, you know? I think that'd be a lot of fun. No offense. We are more chill, but not better. I mean, I wouldn't say better in like a general thing. I think probably just more in touch with the culture, which is better. But I'd say that being more in touch with the culture is like a double-edged sword. Like, you have a better understanding and appreciation for where the average like Japanese creative is coming from, because especially for something like a slice of life series, like, you see the inspirations, you go to the summer festivals, you have like that job culture, like you understand where a Japanese creative is coming from better than somebody in like America would or in Europe would. But then like I looked at things like the Chainsaw Man anime, right? Like the first season of the Chainsaw anime over here in the States, we adored it. Like, we thought the Chainsaw Man anime was so much fun, but then, like, the Japanese anime community hated the Chainsaw Man anime. And the director was fired because of it. because he went for like a grittier tone and he added a bunch of film references and he was like super creative and like hands-on with like the directing and like the way the anime looked, and it made it look different from the manga, yeah, and I love the manga, but at the same time I feel like the Japanese anime fans were so much more critical of the Chainsaw Man anime. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. The Japanese anime fan base isn't perfect, but I definitely think that they're a little bit more in touch with things than we are over here in the West. I will at least say that they're more in touch with things than we are in the West. But nobody's perfect, for one thing. Nobody's perfect, but I think I would probably be more in sync with Japanese anime fans than I would the current like Western anime fans. Current Western anime fans fucking drive me up the wall. They piss me off to no end. Modern fandom culture in the West is legitimately fucking hell. With your ability, you could have become a top leader in Team Rocket. Yeah, I know, but I'm kind of that guy, but that's why it's my job to stop y'all. The goats must do goat things. Yeah, Adrian, not to do the meme, not like the thing versus thing in Japan, but fandom culture here is genuinely so fucking abhorrent. I'm sure you've heard about all of it, about like the American quote-unquote Gachiakuta fans bullying Kei Urana, and how we treat creatives so terribly over here in America. You gotta understand where I'm coming from, bro. Like, we are such dog shit sometimes. It is... Like, sometimes I don't even want to be fucking associated with these people. It was all over... I'm not surprised it was all over the Japanese social media. We're fucking monsters sometimes. Legitimately, Kei Urana seems like one of the nicest and most, like, down-to-earth mangakas in, like, the current manga sphere, at least from where I'm standing. And, of course, American fans, quote-unquote, once again, I'm putting in quotes because I don't really consider them fans, the first thing they do when they see a creative who likes to engage with the fans, who likes to be, like, in touch with her fan base, the first thing they do is tell her that she's racist and fucking try to bully her off of social media. It's disgusting. We genuinely don't even deserve anime and manga sometimes. Like, we are just unworthy of like, the peak as fuck series that we get to consume. Because we are just disrespectful little shits. I don't say we as in to refer to me, because I've never once disrespected a creator like that, but just the general sphere over here in America, we are embarrassing. I kind of don't want to fight all these guys. I want to make progress, but I don't know if fighting all of these guys is in the cards for me right now. We're already going to be going into overtime just trying to make it to bills. Let's see what I can do. If I get close enough, I'll just lock in and do it for real, but I'm getting the feeling I'm not making it to Vermilion City today. I will say, Adri, it's very nice to have you in chat here today. With us today. I always love it because for some reason all of my chatters are from like different countries, which is really cool. I'm like very appreciative of that. I get so many like different worldly perspectives. Cause Sean, Phoebe, I I don't remember off the top of my head where you're from, Shisui, but so many people in my chat are from different countries and bring different perspectives to the chat, and it just makes it feel like we're on our own little melting pot in here, and it's a lot of fun. I have a great deal of respect from everybody who comes into my chat and brings in the different perspectives. Keeps me grounded, reminds me that things aren't always the way that they are in America. Good. Oh, fuck, what am I doing? I completely forgot he has Onyx out. What the fuck is wrong with me? Hold on, y'all. I hate to do this. I gotta take my fucking shirt off. I am caked with sweat. I fucking hate it here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hitting a little SugarBearVT striptease. Usually I charge extra for this, but y'all are my precious chat, so I'll give you all the pass. Oh my god. Let me put on some extra deodorant. I fucking smell ripe. I hate sweating. Right. There we go. Mildly less ripe now. I also need a stronger fan. My fan barely reaches my back when I'm at my desk. I should get like a second fan or something. Okay, no, let me log back in. Oh, emulator moment? I love it when the emulator's emulatoring. Oh, hold on. Bababooey. Okay, now I'm actually logging back in. Reminder myself, go into a little bit of overtime, and then I'll just edit out, like, the me fucking wiping myself off. That is a very interesting point, Adri, because US is a massive market for manga, but some series just do way better in other countries. Like, I know that the manga sales for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure are insane in Italy. Like, they had access to like the later JoJo parts long before we did in the US. And you'd think, being the second biggest market, that like we would be catered to, but we're really not in a lot of ways. The US market is big, but we are not the end all be all of manga sales outside of Japan. Damn, I keep getting hit with this fucking bind. Just crazy. Luckily, Venenosa is a bit more durable than Pikachu. Hey, level up. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prioritize getting to Bill's house as fast as possible, and then we'll catch these guys on the way back, probably for the next stream. So I'll hit a couple of these fights, make my way over to Bill's, then I'll call it there. We'll probably yap a bit in chat before I end the stream, though. I don't like wasting a good, I don't like wasting an active chatting opportunity. Ah, damn, I got hit with the horn attack. Oh my god, that does a lot of damage. Hit him with the slam. And it's good damage, good damage. Exactly, that's the reason why Boruto gets exclusive merch in France, Italy, and Germany. I didn't know anything about the exclusive merch. Once again, I'm not a Boruto reader, but that makes a lot of sense though. If we're not the biggest market, we're not gonna have access to all the things. That's just how it works. Ooh, another level up for Magikarp. Oh my god, Magikarp has an attack? Oh, we are cooking. We are cooking with gas now, boys. We're cooking. Cooking good. I'm in a slump? Nah, I think you just got your ass whooped. That ain't no slump. That's just you being bested by a superior trainer. It's not just Boruto, it's a general thing. The series that's popular in said country is the one that's gonna... Oh, I know it's not just a Boruto thing. I know it's not just a Boruto thing. I know a lot of the, like, merchandise for the things that I buy, because I have a pretty sizable collection of anime merch myself. Figurines, plushes, physical manga volumes, pins, acrylic standees. Like, I have a pretty sizable collection of merch, and all those things that I have to import. I know a lot of those things actually just get imported into those other countries for significantly cheaper than they get imported into America. And part of that is with the tariffs now, but even prior to the tariffs, a lot of those countries just get their hands on those things a lot easier than us. I think I'm gonna stick down here. I'll fight this guy. Like, I'm no newbie to this space. I'm 27 years old. I've been an anime fan pretty much my entire life, so I know how it works. Been an anime fan my whole life. Been a manga reader for, well, probably like almost 2 decades at this point. Been a collector for almost 2 decades at this point. I'm a pretty experienced otaku. Let me hit this tackle. Okay, that did nothing. You know, speaking of merch, I might as well hit a little rant, because why not? Haven't had a good rant this stream. Everything that's going on right now with the new fucking security checks for importing things into America is such fucking bullshit. Have y'all heard about this stuff? The stuff with these security checks? Where now if things aren't properly filed, they will treat your figurines and plushes and everything that you import coming out of other countries, but obviously it specifically pertains to Japan for me, meaning I can't when I import plushes, anime figures, whatever, I am running the risk of them destroying my mail and me not being reimbursed for it, as well as them charging me out the ass for fucking tariffs. I can't even be a fucking collector until this shit stain is out of fucking office. Oh my god, I hate to get political, but I'm so fucking done with this. I knew I was in trouble the second the fucking tariff shit started happening. But now it's like, it's specifically targeting me. It's specifically targeting my interests, bro, and I'm so fucking done with it. It cannot be 2028 fast enough. I'm so done with this garbage. The fact that I legitimately have to consider the possibility of I might not be able to get an anime figure that I want for 3 more years! 3! Oh my god! Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Ugh. Fucking old people. If they don't instate a fucking age cap on being president in 2028, I'm going to blow my shit clean off. That's a fucking joke, Twitch. Twitch, if you're listening, that's a fucking joke. Don't ban me. Let me refocus my energy. Look on the bright side, me. I'm broke. I shouldn't be buying things anyways. Being able to import things from Japan would just encourage me to make bad financial decisions. That's how I should be looking at it. Not that my favorite hobby in the world has been stolen from me. Yeah. Tragically, Sean, I am 1 year into this presidency. I got 3 more years. We're a little over 1 year now, but still, it's a ridiculous amount of time to be a collector who cannot collect things. This shit's like a sin. I'm not a pious man, but this shit's gotta be a sin. If you're not an American, you probably don't know how American politics work, but the pendulum always swings the other way. So, pretty much guaranteed, by the time the next presidential election swings around, the administration is going to be shifted to something completely wildly different. More than likely, whoever is president next is going to rescind these tariffs, is going to change these government policies that are fucking me over specifically. But until that happens, I'm just forced to eat shit, I guess. No anime figures for me, no plushies for me, no Japan exclusive video games for me. You didn't like buying Japanese CDs and vinyls? No, no, no. Fuck. I am extremely confident. I am extremely confident, Sean. Let me tell you why. Because even the other Republicans think this shit is stupid. This isn't even a fucking Republican thing. This isn't a conservative thing. Everybody is looking at this shit like it's stupid, except for the president. The problem is, the president's the one that matters when it comes to actually dealing this shit out, dishing this shit out. So I'm not worried about whether it's a Republican who gets in office, whether it's a Democrat who gets in office, because I know that whoever it is going to be not doing this. All it is doing is pissing people off. Nobody is switching to buy American for shit that's produced outside of America. And Japan and other countries who are making like anime merch are not going to move production to the United States. That's probably the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It is never, ever going to happen. So all it's doing is pissing people off. I might as well just go ahead and make a couple purchases on AmiAmi, then not pay for them, get them to ban my account so I'm not tempted. sure by the time they unban me, we'll have a new president. God, I hate politics. Who the fuck said these old-ass random dudes in Washington get to dictate my life, get to start fucking up my shit? His mindset is that as a failed businessman, Sean. I personally don't know any businessmen with more failed businesses that have gone bankrupt than him. He ain't achieving shit for me. Fuck. Yeah, my vibe took like a heavy turn. Completely fucked my mood. Just started thinking about the fact that I'm not allowed to enjoy the things I enjoy, and it completely altered my vibe. Apparently I'm kind of getting rocked by this random fucking trainer right now. I've been on autopilot for a little bit now. Let me actually lock back in. Probably gonna cut this out of the video. Nobody wants to hear me bitch about politics. Unless I'm another political commentator. Uh-oh. Damien, what's good, bro? Just barely missed me ranting. How you doing? Everything going good for you? Oh, hold on. Accidentally clicked off of the fucking emulator page. Come to Singapore? Look, if it wasn't for the heat, I'd consider it, Sean. If I didn't think I would literally die, I would consider it. But I'm pretty sure the heat would actually kill me. I'm white, bro. I ain't built for that. My tender, pale skin is not built to survive in such climates. No, I think I'll stay right where I stay right where I am with central air. Have any more potions on me? I'll be fine. I don't know about all that. I don't know about being fine. Okay, Scratch is clearly the method here. Scratch is doing a lot more for me. Luckily, I think I'll be getting another Pokemon in the next Pokemon Yellow stream. So I'll finally be able to break free of this not having... Well, is Poison effective against grass? I thought Poison was ineffective against grass. Oh, is it really? Well, also, isn't Oddish a dual type? Because, Vileplume is poison type, right? It's the other way around. It's grass that's not effective on poison. Okay. Well, whatever. We made it here anyways. We made it here and didn't die. better than nothing. Let me go ahead and talk. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I like this little added interaction here. And Pikachu's confused. Hiya, No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. So how about you help me out here? What if I said no? I'll say yes, just in case, but... When I go in the teleporter, go over to my PC and run the cell separation program. Don't go in there with him, Pikachu. You're letting that do its thing. The crunchy fucking Pikachu audio never gets any less funny. Yeehaw! Thanks, bud. I didn't read that. So did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Oh, here. Maybe this'll do. And there's my ticket for the SSN. There we go. That cruise ship, the SSN, is in Vermilion City. Its passengers are all trainers. They invited me to go to their party, but I can't stand fancy dues. I can't stand fancy dues? Is that some shit people said back in the day? Fancy dues? Why don't you go instead of me? I mean, yeah, I will. Alrighty. We managed to make it to Bill's house. I'm probably not going to do much more than that today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, and then we'll head over to chatting, maybe yap a little bit more, and then we'll wrap up the stream. So, calling it here, boys and girls. I already saved, right? I'll save one more time, just in case. Alrighty, let's head back to chatting. Ah! Fucking... And that... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me mirror my tracking again. Boop. Oh, off center. There we go. Alrighty. God, fucking... I guess productive stream? I guess this counts as productive. I feel like I would have liked to have made a little bit more progress. Maybe started making my way down to Vermilion City, but we were almost an hour into that video, so I feel like that's probably about as much as I'm accomplishing in this one. But, alas, this was the final stream for the week. So, yeah. Oh, hold on, let me hit a couple big stretches, because I haven't moved in like 30 minutes. Okie dokie. Like I said, final stream of the week, but as always, we will be back for some more streams next week. Just to reiterate, next week is a B week, so I will be live on Tuesday and Thursday. We will be playing Pokemon Pokopia on Monday, probably achieving a fair bit there, because I think we ran out of shit to do in the Sparkling Skylands, so we're probably going to be backtracking through the previous areas to do those final quests, because the last thing we got to do from Tangrowth is the Team Rocket hideout thing, and that's in the starting area. And then, I know Tinkmaster was asking me to go take her to all the Pokemon centers, and I think there's, like, one, like, named Pokemon mission in each area, when we're doing the wrap-up, because I think I saw that, Pikachu had a mission for me as well, so, we'll probably be doing, like, a bunch of wrap-up for Pokopia in the stream on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we will be hitting some more Little Witch Node beta. Surprisingly, the game is still going. I thought we were wrapping it up when we did the throne boss fight, but now we're in the fucking spirit realm or some shit. So more Little Witch Node beta to come, more Souls-like gaming. I did actually go and buy the little bear costume skin that I was talking about at the end of the previous No Beta stream. So next time you see me in Little Witch No Beta, I'm going to be wearing a cute little bear onesie. Little bear onesie for SugarBearVT. It'll be super goated, so look forward to that if you're watching the Little Witch No Beta playthrough. As always, in case you aren't already subscribed, I am also on YouTube. I live stream to both YouTube and Twitch, but YouTube also has exclusive content on it. YouTube.com/@SugarBearVT if you aren't subscribed. I post movie reviews, I post the occasional reaction video, I post interesting discussion topics, like talking about censorship, the anime industry, upcoming anime series that I'm engaged in and trying to put you guys on, all that good stuff. So if you are not yet subscribed over on YouTube, be sure to do that so you don't miss any of the fun YouTube exclusive content that I make over there. But yeah, enough shilling. Y'all already know the drill by now. Y'all ain't new to this. I'm sure y'all are already surely you're already subscribed over on the YouTube channel. So yeah, that's about all I got for y'all today. Hopefully I'll see you guys again on Tuesday and Thursday for the Pokopia or No Beta streams. It's always fun to see you guys in chat, keeping me going while I suffer through difficult boss fights and brutal grinding sessions. You guys all make it worth it, being able to be here for y'all, entertaining y'all, all that good stuff. Rest well. I sure wish I could, Sean, but you know me. It's time for the editing session, bro. It's time for the editing session. I'm gonna be editing until 11 o'clock at night, as always. Probably worse, since y'all just had to get me yapping. Y'all just had to bait me into multiple yap sessions. Now I gotta edit a bunch of shorts that I might not have had to edit before. Y'all just had to get me going. Just had to get me talking. Taking advantage of my poor yapper soul. Stream longer? Sean, if I stream longer, who the hell's gonna edit the videos? Hey, whoa, no, don't you do that. Don't you, I ain't no soon, bro. I'm not a dede soon dede. Surely there's somebody in chat more fitting of the tsundere description. I ain't no tsundere, bro. You're tripping. You're crazy. I don't even know where you would get an idea like that. I would expect you to know better. You've been in enough streams to know better by now, Sean. Come on, bro. You're tripping. If I stream for longer, who'd be editing the videos? Are you gonna do it, Sean? You gonna edit the videos for me? I don't think so. So in order for me to keep feeding the content to other people, help growing the community by putting other people on to the SugarBearVT channel by creating my shorts and whatnot, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do the dirty work that nobody wants to do, Sean. And it just so happens that's me, because I'm a one-man operation with no team to take the load off. If I stream longer, maybe you will. I thoroughly doubt that, Sean. Come on. And I'm sure your wife-to-be would not be too thrilled with all your free time going to editing my videos. I'm sure she would be none too thrilled by me stealing all your free time. Find the Jesse to my James. I mean, I would, but then y'all would get jealous. What would y'all do if SugarBearVT was a taken man? I don't know how you guys would cope. If my attention was divided, you guys just couldn't handle that. No. For now, SugarBearVT runs solo, and that means more time for y'all, the beloved SugarBearVT family. But for real though, I should probably start heading out. I gotta start editing these videos. And I also got some hot wings waiting for me in the fridge, so I gotta get my late lunch on. I haven't eaten anything yet. But yeah, y'all know the deal. I'm here. See you on Monday. Sean, next week isn't a Monday stream, Goofy. I told you, Sean, next week is a B week. We are live on Tuesday and Thursday next week. This is how we miss the streams. This is how you miss streams, Sean. Yeah, reminder. See, oh, okay. Sure you were, Sean. Sure you were, Sean. You were just doing a bit. You didn't mess up the schedule or nothing. Sean would never mess up the schedule. Sean would never mistake my schedule. He simply wouldn't. So let me give one final reminder. We are going to be live next week on Tuesday and Thursday for Pokemon Pokopia on Tuesday and more Little Witch No Beta on Thursday. If you aren't subscribed over on YouTube, be sure to do so. That is youtube.com/@SugarBearVT. There you can catch my reactions, edited down uploads of the Twitch VODs, as well as the unedited VODs, movie reviews, discussion topics, reaction videos, all of that good stuff and more. Get your SugarBearVT fix over on the YouTube channel. Yeah. Shilling! I gotta get better at shilling, bro. I gotta perfect the shilling art so that more people check out my shit. Ugh. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.